Hello, Dorothy and Russell. I'm out skiing at Verona Beach State Park, and look what I found. A new storyboard. It's called The Mitten. You see that, Russell? The Mitten, a Ukrainian folk tale. Let's head down the path and find out what the story's all about. Once there was a boy named Nicky who wanted his new mittens made from wool as white as snow. Who else do we see in that picture? I think I see a grandma. At first, his grandmother, Baba, did not want to knit white mittens. If you drop one in the snow, she warned, you'll never find it. But Nicky wanted snow white mittens, and finally, Baba made them. After she finished, she said, "When you come home, first I will look to see if you are safe and sound, but then I will look to see if you still have your snow white mittens." So off Nicky went, climbing a tree, and it wasn't long until one of his new mittens dropped in the snow and was left behind. Uh-oh, Nicky dropped his mitten. A mole, tired from tunneling along, discovered the mitten and burrowed inside. It was cozy and warm and just the right size, so he decided to stay. You see the mole going inside the mitten? A cozy, warm house in the winter for a mole. Where's the next sign? Down the path that way. A snowshoe rabbit came hopping by. He stopped for a moment to admire his winter coat. It was then that he saw the mitten, and he wiggled in, feet first. The mole didn't think there was room for both of them, but when he saw the rabbit's big kickers, he moved over. The mole and the rabbit are getting inside Nicky's white mitten. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along. Having spent the day looking under wet leaves for things to eat, he decided to move into the mitten and warm himself. The mole and the rabbit were bumped and jostled, but not being ones to argue with someone covered with prickles, they made room for the hedgehog, all squeezing into Nicky's mitten. Here I am, skiing along to the next storyboard. Slide and slide. Can you see my shadow? Hi, kids. Where is the next storyboard? Oh, I think I see it. Way down the trail. As soon as the hedgehog disappeared into the mitten, a big owl, attracted by the commotion, swooped down. When he decided to move in also, the mole, the rabbit, and the hedgehog grumbled. But when they saw the owl's glinty talons, they quickly let him in. Oh my goodness, the owl is getting in too? Nicky's mitten is getting very, very fat. We'll look down the path for the next storyboard. Up through the snow appeared a badger. He eyed the mitten and began to climb in. The mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, and the owl were not pleased. There was no room left, but when they saw his diggers, they gave him the thumb. There's a picture of Nicky there. And at this end, what do I see? A red fox. Will the red fox be next? Let's go see. I think it is a fox. I think the fox is next. Let's see. What do the words tell us? It started snowing, but the animals were snug in the mitten. A wall of warm steam rose in the air. And a fox trotting by stopped to investigate. Just the sight of the cozy mitten made him feel drowsy. That means sleepy. The fox poked his muzzle in. When the mole, the rabbit, the hedgehog, the owl, and the badger saw his shiny teeth, they gave the fox lots of room. He's getting in too. Wow, it's getting so crowded. Uh-oh. What do I see there? Don't tell me. A bear will not try and get in that mitten. Let's go see. Will it be the bear? Oh no, that won't be possible. Looks like it is. Turn my camera. Let me read the words. A great bear lumbered by. He spied the mitten all plumped up. Not being one to be left out in the cold, he began to nose his way in. The animals were packed in as tightly as could be. What animal would argue with a bear? The mitten swelled and stretched. It was pulled and bulged to many times its size. But Baba's good knitting held fast. And indeed, the bear must get in. Wow. Now what we find? What will we find? Along came a meadow mouse no bigger than an acorn. She wriggled into the one space left and made herself comfortable on top of the great bear's nose. Wow. Look at all those animals inside of Nicky's mitten. Nicky looks worried. I think Nicky just realized he dropped his mitten. Look, he says, uh-oh, I only see one mitten. And over here, now he is worried because Baba wanted to see his mittens. What is happening here? The bear, tickled by the mouse's whiskers, gave an enormous sneeze. Ah, ah, achoo! The force of the sneeze shot the mitten up into the sky and scattered all the animals in all directions. I see a picture of Nicky there. All the animals flew out of Nicky's mitten. What will happen next? All the animals came out of Nicky's mitten. Will Nicky come find his mitten? Turn my camera sideways. On his way home, Nicky saw a white shape in the distance. It was the lost mitten, silhouetted against the sky. When the bear sneezed, he must have made the mitten fly up into the air. Nicky is running to get his mitten. I don't see any more storyboards. I hope there's one more. It looks like there is just one more storyboard. There's my truck way down at the end of the path. Here's the last storyboard. Will Nicky get his mitten back to show Baba? As he ran to catch his snow white mitten, he saw Baba's face in the window. There she is. First she looked to see if he was safe and sound, and then she saw that he still had his new white mittens. Nicky got his mitten back. All the animals go back into the forest, and there is Baba. And she's looking at the mitten, and she said, one of these mittens is much bigger than the other. Wonder what happened. Do you see the little kitten in Nicky's arms? Baba says, why is this mitten so stretched out of shape? And that's the end of the story. Thank you, Verona Beach State Park, for putting up a nice new storyboard for us.